1 year ago, I replaced all my Adobe apps with cheaper or even free alternatives, and not once have I regretted it. Because as YouTubers, we've got to be careful about not getting caught up in the endless spiral of subscriptions, apps, and one-off purchases that send us broke before we've even made our first dollar, especially when there's free or low-cost alternatives out there that can achieve the same result as the paid apps. So in this video, I'll share the top 5 free apps that I use and recommend for anyone running a YouTube channel. Links to all 5 apps can be found down below. The first one I'm guessing you've heard of, and it's called ChatGPT. So why as a YouTuber would you use ChatGPT? Well, there are a whole bunch of great use cases for it. The first one is brainstorming niches that have high demand. If you're still trying to figure out exactly what your thing is going to be on YouTube, you're not sure of your direction yet, ChatGPT is a great place to workshop that. So you could ask it something like, what are the top 3 YouTube niches in the health industry? Now the AI is going to go to work and give us an answer. Let's see what it says. So here it's identified fitness and workout routines as one, nutritional advice and healthy eating as the second one, and mental health and wellness. Those are 3 things that are super high value, and I can see why those would come up as the answers. So if you're ever stuck on which direction you should take your channel, ChatGPT is a great place to start. Another way I use ChatGPT is to come up with video ideas. I won't put all the creativity in ChatGPT's hands, but I'll start with a rough premise or topic that I really feel like I want to cover, and I'll ask it to come up with a unique angle or spin that could perform well. For example, give me 5 high-performing video ideas about CapCut. And here we go. There are 5 videos that would likely perform extremely well on YouTube. Sometimes it can get a little bit generic, so you can workshop it a bit. For example, make them specifically about color grading. And here we go. 5 new great ideas for videos that I could make around color grading in CapCut. This is the free version of ChatGPT, by the way. You don't have to pay a cent to do this. One more way I use ChatGPT as a YouTuber is to help me improve video titles. Sometimes you might have the semblances of a title in your head, but it's not translating well onto paper. So you could say something like, improve this video title for maximum click-throughs. Then I give the title, how to edit a green screen in CapCut. And here it's come up with 3 potential titles that would hypothetically perform well if they were the video title of a real video. ChatGPT is such a fantastic tool for problem solving of any kind, and especially as a YouTuber, it's a great way to save a whole bunch of time brainstorming titles and doing menial research that you don't necessarily have to do. If you still need help coming up with ideas, feel free to download my free guide, 100 Viral Video Ideas, which is filled with copy-paste templates that you can use on your videos to get more views. The next free tool is one of the best free tools in the history of mankind, and that is DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is an advanced video editor that is very similar to the paid Adobe Premiere Pro app, except it's completely free, it's more modern, it's better in some ways, and if you're starting with no budget whatsoever, is a great first place to start. I've got a tutorial on my channel that will get you up and running with DaVinci quickly. I just add, however, that keep in mind that there will be a bit more of a learning curve with a software like DaVinci Resolve compared to what is my other favorite video editor that I was going to include on this list but can't really anymore, and that's CapCut. CapCut is a free editor, but unfortunately they've transitioned a lot of the free tools to become paid tools. And while I think the subscription is totally worth it to CapCut, if you want to avoid paying for anything, then DaVinci Resolve is going to be your number 1 choice. Once you get familiar with it, you'll be able to edit, color correct, edit sound effects and music, add motion graphics, and produce a professional looking video from start to finish. The next free tool I absolutely love and barely anyone talks about is from Adobe. No, it's not a paid app. This is a free app from Adobe, and it focuses on improving the audio of your videos. If you're not recording with a professional microphone, it can basically fake it so it sounds like it was. The app is called Adobe Podcast, and you can get it for free by going to podcast.adobe.com/enhance and then drag and dropping your files. Keep in mind there is a 30-minute maximum duration, so if you are editing videos longer than that, which hopefully you're not on YouTube, YouTube because that is really long. But if you are, you'll just need to split it up into less than 30-minute chunks. The app will then go to work, fixing your audio and leaving you with a result that sounds like it was professionally recorded. If you don't believe me, here's the in-camera microphone of the camera I'm recording with, and it's not great, is it? But after putting it through Adobe Podcast, it is like studio quality. Can you believe the difference between the before and after? It's truly amazing. I don't understand how they do this, but use it, especially while it's still free. The next free app I started using a year ago and haven't looked back since is my new alternative to Adobe Photoshop, and that, drumroll, is Canva. Yeah, I can't believe I said that because when I first did it, I thought, oh no, I'm switching to a beginner platform. This isn't for serious content creators. But then I tried it, and oh, how wrong I was. Canva is better than Photoshop in so many ways. While you don't have as much finer control over images in Canva as you might in Photoshop, where Canva really shines is with its vast library of inbuilt templates. I'm talking millions of templates of every type imaginable, which makes it a fantastic choice for editing video thumbnails. Since you don't always have all the elements at your disposal, let's say if you want a red arrow or a glow effect, getting those small little elements off of royalty-free stock websites is a pain in the Whereas here in the inbuilt library of Canva, all you need to do is type in what you're looking for. So I want to add a glow behind me, and then I will go to graphics. And here is a big library of glow effects that I can use. All you have to do is click one to add it to your project, and you can instantly start resizing it, repositioning it, and using it within your projects. How easy was that? If you're new to YouTube and you still don't quite know what your thumbnail style is going to be, Canva also has a fantastic template library of thumbnails that you might want to choose from. So you can literally go through Canva's library of thumbnail templates, click on one, and start editing the elements right away. So there's really no excuse not to be super creative with your thumbnails when using a tool like Canva. Another great thing about Canva is you can do a lot with the free version. You don't need to pay. While they do offer a lot of paid templates, as you can see here, wherever it says pro, it means it's paid. But they've also got some that aren't, and these aren't just generic designs. These are good. Would I pay for Canva if I were you? Yes, I would. Because firstly, it's pretty cheap, especially on something that has such high impact on your career, because when you can present good visuals, people will click through, and when they click through, they become your followers and hopefully one day your customers. But also some of the pro effects are well worth it. The one I use the most by a long shot is the remove background feature. You literally just click this one button here and it removes the background straight away. And removing backgrounds is the #1 tool I use when it comes to thumbnail design. I will say though that you can still remove backgrounds outside of Canva and import a PNG into Canva. And here's a bonus one for you. It's using another free Adobe app. So on their website, they've got Adobe Background Remover, where you simply just upload your image, it will remove the background, and you can download the PNG with a clear background. At which point you could now import it into Canva. Canva really is a YouTuber's best friend for any kind of visual needs that isn't video, obviously. Even though they do have a video feature, I probably wouldn't use it at this point in time. But let's say you want to make yourself a YouTube banner. All you need to do is tell it that that's what you're doing, and it will instantly offer you a whole bunch of banner templates that have the correct proportions, and really all you need to do is just replace your information. Another way I use Canva as a YouTuber is to create guides and ebooks. So here I've made a guide called My Top 10 Ways to Make Money with YouTube. And this is all done in Canva very easily. I'm not a designer by any means, but I was able to create this professional looking guide in a couple of hours here inside Canva, and it's really good. I'm happy with the way it looks, and I was able to take advantage of some inbuilt Canva templates to get the design layout looking good. If you want to download this guide, by the way, and start learning some great ways to start start earning money with your channel, you can do so for free down below. So again, with all of these things combined, that's why I find it very easy to justify a Canva subscription, since it really is like a whole bunch of Adobe apps in one, like Photoshop, Illustrator, and a couple of others, but more targeted towards beginners with a great user interface that even a beginner can pick up straight away. The final app that every YouTuber should use is actually a mobile app, and it's called YouTube Studio, which is a really fantastic mobile app that I use all the time for gauging analytics, checking in on how my videos are doing. It gives you up-to-date performance, statistics, and all the key metrics you need to know about your channel. The one I find most useful is looking at my top content of the last 28 days to see which videos are really popping, as well as real-time last 48 hours, which videos are your top performers. This is a great way to figure out what's working on your channel and taking clues from your best performing videos. It's also an app that you can directly respond to your comments inside of. So if you get a lot of comments like I do, this is a quick way of doing it on the fly without having to use your computer to do so. You can also check in on your earnings and how your ad revenue is tracking for the month. The main page I check though is the first one, and that's where you can find your key metrics of the last 28 days. So that's it for my top 5 free apps for YouTubers. I will say that you shouldn't entirely avoid spending money on apps because some of them can be well worth it, especially Canva, when it can do so many different things, and all of those things are of high value to your channel and your business. Being able to do things quickly and effectively is worth its weight in gold, or a couple of bucks a month. But just avoid going too fast with the paid subscriptions, especially if you're a new YouTuber and you haven't earned your first dollar with your channel yet. If you have any other free apps you want to recommend, let me know down below. And if you are still new to YouTube, you'll want to be careful about not making any big mistakes with your channel that will inevitably waste too much time and money. In this video here, I'll share the top 10 mistakes that I see all too often with new YouTubers and how you can avoid them to have massive success with your channel.